everybody. It's Felisa, and today is another entry in my Straighten Your Crown series. Probably will go up for a video a day in May, but whenever I decide to post a child, this is my disclaimer. So these are my observations, my experiences, and stuff that I've kind of gone through. It may or may not resonate with you. I hope that it does, but in the case that it doesn't, yeah. So here we go. So I had this topic suggested to me a while ago, and I really didn't know how to put it out there because it kind of feels negative in a lot of places, and I didn't really know how I could parlay it into a vlog. But I'm just gonna put it out there, and however it comes out is how it comes out. And so I apologize in advance if I ramble or if it comes across as like a rant. But here's the thing. So the question was, how can I present what I'm doing? This was the question. How can I present what I'm doing in a way that doesn't feel like I'm one-upping someone? And my comment to that is you just have to put it out there, because honestly, people are just gonna hate and throw shade at your shine no matter what it is that you do, unfortunately. And a lot of times people won't like it or support it just because it is you. And it's not even personal. It's not as if you've done anything to these people, or you've said anything to these people, and if you have, they haven't bothered to let you know. And so you just kind of don't know if you've offended someone. But for the most part, a lot of times we get stuck in high school mode, in my opinion. Meaning, we kind of look at the next woman and we think that they're our competitors, whether it's a man or for its, attention or accolades or whatever it is. And we don't really do a good job of celebrating our sisters. Not all of us, but a fair amount of us. I see it all the time. If you ever want to give yourself a little shock, find a headline that has something disparaging to do with women, whether, it's something going on with some dude or, some situation, cheating, whatever. And read the comments and, keep a tally of who's presenting the negative information, or who has something negative to say, whether it's females or whether it's males. I think you'll be surprised. Like yesterday I read an article. It was a really disturbing article, and I want to go into a whole lot of information, but there was a little baby that tragically lost their lives, and the grandmother of the baby had called the court and called CPS and wanted to get this baby because she felt strongly that the environment was not conducive to her grandchild's well-being, and she was right. And so, most of the comments were, oh, this is terrible. This is tragic. This grandmother tried to do everything that she could. And there was this one person, and of course, I couldn't control myself. I had to respond to her. But there was one person who made a comment, what a terrible mother, and she raised this awful human being, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's always interesting when I see women pile on other women and, really have something negative to say. And that's not to say that sometimes that's not warranted. But more often than not, we pile on and are so hard and critical of each other. We don't need men to really come against us. We can't even get it together ourselves. And so when it comes to presenting your information and saying what you're doing and really, getting out there and getting the word, and, you are really strongly encouraging people to be involved in whatever causes you have, you're going to have your faithful few who are going to respond to you and, actually participate. Then you're going to have people who are on the peripheral, they don't really care one way or the other. So they're not really hating on you, but they're not really supportive either. And then you got this camp over here who will watch everything that you're doing, but will never support you. And they will never hit the like button because it's you. For no reason. It's the craziest thing ever. So my response to, how can you present your information without seeming like you're trying to one-up somebody? You can't, because people are going to interpret it the way that they want to interpret it. And, you can't sit on, your good things and the things that you're doing because you're trying to think about the next person and how that appears. Now, I don't suggest that you show up at somebody's wedding with a wedding gown on, or, I don't suggest that you go to someone's grand opening of their business and hand out your business cards. That's something completely different. That you need some help if you're doing stuff like that. I'm talking about, in the grand scheme of things, you have something great going on. I have something great going on. Why can't we synergize about it? It's not stealing someone's thunder. And we probably are in two very different ways of presentation or, doing things. And Why can't we synergize, and why can't we equally support each other, and why can't we present that to the masses without it feeling like it's some kind of competition? You know, for far too often women have been in competition with each other unnecessarily, whether it's for some man, again, some attention or some accolades, or it's just ridiculous. And you know, at some point we really have to stop it because it's self-destructive. It's not helping us, and we can't even present a united front to the world at large or to society because we're so busy tearing each other down and we have something negative to say about everything. So girl, listen, if you have something going on in your life that is phenomenal and awesome and amazing, I want you to leave the link below. I want you to leave a comment. I want you to show the world what you're doing. Sell your business, promote yourself, do what you feel like you need to do. Leave it in the comments below. I want to be able to provide a space for you to do that. If you have a website that you want us to go to, please leave it below. And everybody, please try and support your sister and keep them elevated and encouraged, because you know, it really isn't a easy thing to go into business or to launch something, or you know, really have an idea that you want to walk from infant stage to delivery and really see that come to fruition. And a lot of women don't do it because they're so discouraged. So let's try and start encouraging each other, making sure that we have each other's back. And while I'm saying that, I'm going to plug myself and say that my website is launched, like I said, and it is simplyfelicia.com. You can catch my blog, you can catch my vlog, you can catch nifty little things like this in my shop, and I hope that you'll visit it, and I hope more than anything that you'll subscribe and you'll get updates when I've submitted a new blog entry, or if I'm doing something cool and clever. I want y'all to know. Anyway, that is my commentary for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch y'all later on.